your business. Loyal and honor, don't break no bro codes. The more red rose, match with the rose gold. Whoever counted me out, they can't count.
He gonna send me an invite and bag out real quick. Gonna be talking about a nigga you tried to play me and I wanted to accept it because I was on Call of Duty.
Look at this shit, man.
No. Hey, youngster. That nigga CBST sent me a game invite. So I sent him one back and he ain't come in case he tried to get that fourth round. So I sent him a message and told, alright, never mind, we on. We on. Why the fuck this nigga leave?
I see you ain't sure.
Who?
I ain't have nothing. I went off the table. I played
Man, whatever. I don't want to hear that bullshit, nigga.
I meant the race.
Hey, I ain't folding under pressure. I ain't switching for no.
This time I she fell asleep, bitch. You must have had to put your nigga to sleep. Damn, this bitch fine.
And it's crazy how last year was on my garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a
this glitching ass nigga right here, man. I don't even know what to say. I guess this will just get me ready for Bama tomorrow. I gotta win this game too. That's the crazy part. I might not make it to the playoffs in this one. For real.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New England Patriots.
You had a 6-2?
Yeah. That's the only reason why I went in.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin.
Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone. Gone, 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 gone. Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
On 1st and 10, Anderson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
No.
Gone, 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 gone. Detroit, Detroit. Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
On 1st down, Anderson. Flush to his right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Man. This one of the top glitches in the game, my nigga.
Top glitches in the game.
Her boom.
Boom, top glitch in the game.
Keep it poised.
First down, here's the run with Martin. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now, we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Here's Brady. Man open, it's Moss complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. And off comes to Martin. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On 2nd down, Martin.
I should probably
It's an
take
8-yard
that.
pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. They'll run for it with Martin. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Gone, 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 gone.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Curtis. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. He's going to air it out deep for Green. It got his man complete.
Oh.
And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for Cincinnati. 32 yards.
Bitch ass nigga, dog.
Detroit! Detroit!
I had a fucking straight.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 11. So after the INT, it's Brady. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back.
No
there
way in no fucking man like that.
On early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Keep it, boys! Stop! Hey, it's a right! Sugar! Kill, kill, kill!
I should have had my running back go out.
Now Brady. And he finds McDonald. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And oh, a little spin cycle. Room to run now.
Fuck out
That's
of
a
here.
big-time run there by Martin. 41 yards. And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there.
Hey, Bolt 66!
Into the red zone, it's Brady. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And
What the
all way
fuck?
down inside the 5 to the 4.
Illegal touching.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
I ain't never seen that play in my fucking life, bro. The great, you see that shit?
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football.
Stop! Hey, check, check! Hey, Bolt 66!
Brady to throw on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. In a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Oh, I do that
Picked off by
dumbass
the
shit.
linebacker, Vontez Perfect.
That was
and
dumb
a
as
big
fuck.
turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Detroit! Detroit!
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Now Anderson from the gun, he'll throw, escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep. He's got a man.
Get the fuck out of here.
And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A big 3rd down play there for the Bengals. 51 yards.
Oh,
Anderson on 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Now Anderson dumps it off to Mixon. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well,
and this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They start the drive with Martin.
Get the fuck up, my
Credited
nigga.
with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Nah, not yet.
They pitch it out to Martin. And some room to work. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 20. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. It's a big-time run there by Martin. 73 yards. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And he puts it through. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 42. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they want to go in to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Hey, Alabama.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Martin.
Get the fuck out of here. I got 3 niggas on that man blocking him.
And it brings up 4th.
From our vantage point, that was just one bad play by the offensive line in a series of really good ones tonight. But I know that they're going to be really ticked off. It's a lot like a baseball pitcher losing a no-hitter late in the game.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
All right, now, look at 56.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll...
That's inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down.
I don't know, I just got off work whenever that nigga show up.
They give him a gain of 38.
No, check, Patriot.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive play.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Nah, he said he ain't going to advance until we play.
A.J. Green, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. And it's 17-7.
Yeah, B-boy, this a good glitching ass nigga, boy.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
My nigga.
The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He'll rifle this one deep right, and that's caught inside the 30.
Let's go, Mouse!
All the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the
gotta win
Patriots
this.
add on to their lead.
CBS.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score
Broadcast
game
been
now.
up. You gotta go to my name then and my profile and the broadcast is
kick
up.
this one away.
Man, come on, man. MD, I ain't got time for all that right now. All you gotta do is go to my profile, bro, and see that it's up, bro.
Now here come the Bengals. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board
all you
last
gotta
time,
do.
but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's Anderson on first down. To Mixon on the check down. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now they got to get to the line quickly. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 20. Johnson, the intended target. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, Alabama.
They run again on first down, Martin. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack, as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Brady. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
3 down, these 2.
When he advances, he gotta get a low.
Shadow.
Brady now on first down. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Man, it's
Another
gonna be
great
hard to run
completion.
this
And
play.
you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Well, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Here we go.
They run with Martin. He's been busy tonight. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they worked their way back out onto the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Brady throwing on second down. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. The toss play. This is Martin. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offense coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long.
Now it's Martin. Gets through, and now an opening. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. 58 yards. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second...
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for the Bengals. 66 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how...
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Michael Roberts, his third touchdown now on the year.
This bitch say, do I think she funny? Who the fuck is you?
Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough, they couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Extra point right down the middle, and that will get them one closer. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
I got hoes in real life. What are you talking about? That's on Instagram.
Just across the
what
25.
you talking about PlayStation?
Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Sorry.
Here's Martin as they begin on the ground.
Oh, I missed that fucking hole.
Doing there is he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
Oh, I missed that fucking
Sean
hole.
Williams that time in on the stop.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. New England on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Brady. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They give to Martin.
Come on, man. Ain't no way you don't get away from this bitch.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
But that certainly felt like an example of a defense just saying, okay, we've had enough. We've gotten mashed all night long. About time we got a good play in.
What's up, baby?
The offensive side, they've got to be really upset that they allowed a play like that to happen. They were pitching such a great game, they want to keep it going. They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Throwing now is Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. They'll run for it. Martin. And he'll be taken down, but
what's up, baby?
He works it past the 50.
Damn, CBS, you about to quit, baby? I'm just trying to drown out this 3rd quarter, baby. Oh, shit. This nigga get in my game and always fumble, man.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now the first carry for LeGarrette Blount. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Oh, shit, I got an acceleration clock on. I got to turn that off.
Now Brady on the bootleg.
What's the fucking ball, my nigga?
He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
On 3rd down, it's Martin.
Why the fuck he won't get his balance, man?
That's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from tilting the rock that much.
They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down.
Ozzie! Ozzie! Woo!
They'll go for it. It's Brady. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion. Brady now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
Hey, 66. Right with that.
Martin. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard.
What's
and
up?
That'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Keep your poise. So.
To throw on 2nd down. Brady.
Get the...
When this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And he's going to return it
What's up,
to
baby?
the 21-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one.
I'm out.
Anderson now throwing on first down. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up.
Just out here trying something now.
On this third quarter of play. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
No niggas gonna do that.
To throw is Anderson. Throwing again. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And now here is another
on top of that little man.
Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks.
Day, bro?
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
You said what happened?
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, Brandon Pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am
260.
Without speech. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Now Martin. And now loose football fumble. Martin lost it. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Alabama, 380.
Once I seen he couldn't fuck with it, I just stuck with it.
You say what?
Go Bandit. Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33.
They're on the counter with Martin.
That bitch getting not so motherfucking fast. It's too late for the hell bone now, nigga.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
You got him. You got him.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction.
Ain't no fucking way this nigga can fucking do this shit, man, and keep up with me.
To throw is Brady. He's going to air one out.
Ooh!
Inside the 30.
Ooh!
Play there on 3rd down for the Pats. 42 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Brady gives now the ball.
Niggas be trying, man.
25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Ozzy! Ozzy! Move out! Go, go, go! Wait! Go get him! Go get him! Go get him! Mike, 55! Right there in the middle, 55! Rip left, rip left!
Get over there!
Back to the ground. This time it's Martin. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Wait, 20! Wait, 20!
The give to the fullback on the dive. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did, so you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Yeah, man. I'm just trying to get my motherfucking defense, offense right, man, for the Hub Boomers, man.
And after the made field goal, here's Adam Vinatieri to kick it away.
Gotta pound that motherfucking rock.
This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Over!
I don't even know what play I just did.
All right, now, lucky
Yeah,
56.
that's it.
Lucky 56.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between
I ain't got no toss in this goddamn.
it's just not completely calculated.
Like,
Only 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Throw one of them down plays out there.
Hey, guys, check me out. We got 3 down. We got to stand up. Blue! Stop! Right! Slam!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brady, he's going to look deep, and this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Patriots are pouring it on. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away.
I needed this game anyway.
This fielded at the 2. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know.
Yeah, I think you
just
blow them out the
one last
water.
drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 30.
My niggas was out there locked in. That bullshit,
man. There
man.
for Cincinnati. 51 yards. On 1st and 10, Anderson. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A.J. Green with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this is secured by the Patriots. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So you do it again sometime. Maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now a run with Martin. And an alley to run. Swat down the numbers. There he goes. And they are going to score again.
What? Shoot! Shoot!
And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2.
His ass off,
and he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
See, can we get up in there real quick? It's going to be a touchdown or a sack.
That's
Either
all that's
way,
left.
it's going to be a
Because
touchdown or a sack.
not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Detroit!
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Anderson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 3rd down, Anderson. Dancing to his left. And now another one thrown incomplete. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
On the mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Come here, bitch. Come on,
He
bitch.
goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
Let's go for this record in the NFL game, y'all. Fuck it.
Time remaining, and now the football's going to go over.
We're going for a record.
Placed at the 15-yard line.
And they ain't give me the win.
Man, that's 4th quarter. The man with 30
Damn. Yo, Sid. Man, this nigga done quit on me in the 4th quarter.
You get the win though. It's gonna automatic. Anytime you pass the 3rd quarter, you get the win automatic.
Nah, they ain't give me the win, bro. On my screen, it didn't. Man, just let me know for your man, cause I need that for my division, dude. Appreciate you, bro. Puff puff pass. These niggas crazy, man.
I'm glad you screenshotted this shit.
Man, that's what I, bro.
PBS quick.
Pull the plug. That nigga dirty. That nigga dirty, bro. Bro, that's what I be meaning about these fuck niggas, bro. I done lost so many times to this nigga, bro. So many times, whether he blow me out 60 to nothing, 60 to 13, bro, I take my loss, bro. Niggas be on some